We are going to run a little test, see what's going on. Good morning, 7 a.m., Northwest Ohio. How are we doing today? Good morning, good morning. How we doing? Say hello, say hello. Hello, Leonidas, is that correct? How are you doing? Good to hear, good to hear. What is up for your Wednesday morning? Welcome in, and if you don't care to hit that thumbs up, that helps us out a lot. Ben Cornelius, how you doing? What do you want to know something interesting about? Tell me what you think. Well, the most amazing thing that I've experienced in my life is children. If you don't have any, get to work on that. Children are the most amazing things that you will ever come across in your life. Good deal, good deal. I have 6 of my own, 3 with my second wife. Love all 9 of them, believe me. Look at the girl. Who is that there? Bailey. Look for the girl. Yes, I am a veteran. Look on the inside, not on the outside, dude. Hit those thumbs up, folks, if you want to hang out for a bit. I appreciate it. I was running a little test here on YouTube. I went live on the phone. Hello, Cubby. I went live on the phone and live on the computer at the same time. Computer live had 1 person come in, 2 likes. Phone live has 5 people, no likes. So what's the difference? Somebody tell me. Hello, YOLO. Welcome back, welcome back. Hit the thumbs up, hang out, say hello. Doing great, man, doing great. Getting better every day. A little stiff, a little sore, but 30 days off. I will say yes to that, Leonidas. Yes. Surgery will take its toll on you, but we won't talk about that. But things are getting better by the day. Hit those thumbs up, guys. Double tap that screen. Tell me where you're from. Northwest Ohio here. Well, some of you have been in the room before, so you would know. Thank you. Hitting a thumbs up on the chat is not the same as the one at the top of the screen. Hello, DH 2025. Thank you. I look for this guy every time I'm in the woods. I even have a cat named Bigfoot. Dublin. I don't know if we've talked before, but I had several subscribers from Dublin when, back in June or July, we were planning our trip to Germany, and then we decided that we were just going to stop in Dublin and stay there on the flight. So, but then this come to that. I would say not. I do like me some KFC, being that I am originally from Kentucky. Not the Corbin area, which was the first KFC in the United States, but not too far from there. Welcome in, PMT. Well, hopefully not with the tourist section, but I've been at the airport and around the surrounding areas there in Dublin. Wasn't allowed to stray too far. Well, probably needs to change a little bit everywhere, but we don't talk about the politics. We talk about the good times in life. Cats. Uh, that's a choice. Country living, definitely a dog and a cat. I just don't like animals that you have to lock up. Sometimes it feels like that here too. Yeah, they do. And I wouldn't want to have a dog that I'd have to put on a leash every time the dog went outside. So the US, as they say, the dog is supposed to be the man's best friend. So what if that is anything you want, man? No religion, no politics, no war. So what's on your agenda for today? Or what time is it there? Like 5 in the evening? Pigeons? Well, I've never had to eat one. There's plenty of them around here. 7:12 a.m. here. Where are you from, Leonidas? Uh, I don't know. I mean, they got to have a value somehow. Australia, very good. I think everything on the earth has a purpose. Like the old songs, the spiders eat the flies, the birds eat the spiders, and so on and so on. The food chain. I try to be, man. No use sweating the little things in life. Most of the big things you can't change on your own, so cope with it, deal with it. I've ate a snake before. I don't know what kind it was, but I've had snake in the military. We've tried the grubs, certain worms. Would I want to kill it and eat it every day? Probably not. Uh, as far as I can remember, it had its own little taste, a little bit gritty, but who knows if it was even clean very well. Yes, it does. Getting in the road kills the most of them around here, but I guess they want to know what's on the other side of that road. YOLO, you know why the chicken crossed the road? It could have been. I'm going to get me some more coffee. The chicken crossed the road because. And we're back. There you are. I was waiting on you. And that's the best joke I got for the day. It's early yet. But anywho, I appreciate each one of you for popping in and saying hello. And if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Well, I would say, I don't know, I could probably do 2 of the smaller packs. I mean, without, you always get that one that slides down the back and kind of chokes you, but I am a grandpa of 10 grandbabies there, Iceman. Thank you for noticing that. Hey, it's not a problem. Keeping the chat rolling. We got to get out and find a new hiking spot today, but I also have those 2 product reviews that we got to get out and video demonstrate, so won't be too busy of a day. I planned this stuff and it for 3 or 4 hours, and it takes 35 minutes. It takes me longer to edit and put the video up than it does to do it, but where are you from, Iceman? I don't know which one you are. I'm thinking Britain, maybe. Maybe 12. Iceland, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Is that the Iceland flag on your profile? And you are a gamer. We get a lot of younger gamers in here. Very cool, very cool. We try to get them shared out. YOLO there is probably, I think you're a gamer too, right, YOLO? Or QB? You guys click and follow and share with each other there. And each one of you gain a subscriber. 420. Is that the day of smoking drugs? Mr. Snoop Dogg. There you go, man. Follow Iceman. Iceman can follow you back. I don't know how this thing goes. Cubby. What's that? Double B, not QB, right? Well, tobacco was actually a drug, but we're not going to argue about that either. Yep, I think they used to make, that's the same as hemp, right? They used to make products, rope, fabric. Lots of things grow in the jungle, man. I tried some cannabis once and I seen my brother talking to me all night long, and he'd been dead for 5 years. Am I man-made? Well, it took a man and a woman, so. Does it have to not be man-made to be that? Hey, we're all learning here. I don't know everything and don't claim to know everything, so. We'll see you later, Cubby. Hello, Captain Homer. Well, and they don't want you to speed and they don't want you to overdrink. Some countries, they don't want you to multiply. Hello, Ryan. Ryan's here to educate us all. Good news. Let's hear it, man. Oh, yeah. I mean, every medication that they give you to fix one problem will cause another. I don't think there's anything that is completely safe. Tell us the good news, Captain Homer. I did not. Still in the game. Yeah, we're all still in the game here. If you wake up in the morning, you're in the game, guys. Make the best of it. The game of life. That's the tough one. Now, is Captain Homer a softball or a baseball term, like you hit a lot of home runs, or is that a name? Where are you from, Captain Homer? And what? What rulers? You know, YouTube is also pretty tough. Homer Simpson, and I'm a sailor. Well, very cool. You have your own ship or boat or whatever you, I don't know. I think after it gets a certain size, it turns from a boat to a ship, or what's the deal with that? If it has a sail, it's a sailboat. Oh, that's pretty cool. I have a friend who just restored a sailboat, and he's out adrift somewhere also. Most of my life would be a carpenter. I call it carpenter. Some people call it construction, trades. I call it open carpentry because I have done the block, I've done the digging, I've done the plumbing, the electrical, the framing, the roofing. What's the best trade? That would depend on you. Craftsman, there you go, something like that. We call it jack of all trades. Uh, you get out there and you're framing a house, or say, and then you see this guy who's paying people to come in and install windows, and then he's paying people to come in and pull wire and run plumbing, and you're thinking, hey, well, why can't I do that too and make more money? And then it keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. I went to carpentry schools, I went to plumbing schools. Through the military, I was a electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, a block layer, heavy equipment. I mean, it all comes into effect. Keep your mind open, learn all you can learn, And possibilities are endless out there. So I would say I don't know, there is no best trade, but there are trades that make so much more money than others. So it depends on if you want to enjoy what you do or just make a bunch of money. But I like the carpentry. I've been a automotive technician. I've worked in automotive factories. I've worked in IBEW apprenticeship. You're a union man. That's cool. I've been in several unions. Hello, Bruce. Good morning. Good morning. I was thinking about just that same thing, man. If your pancake house was close to mine, I could have met you there. I'm thinking about 6 eggs and toast. They do. They do. Anymore, I think most high schools and colleges just want everybody to be so super smart. Skip all they want people to go from high school straight to engineers, and they need to start at the bottom, get their hands dirty, work their way up. Are you leaving us here? And here's a question. How big is what do you got, a schooner or? Fried potatoes, baby. Wheat toast or white? How do you guys get internet out there? Do you have to have a certain device, kind of like Starlink, but then you have to have power? So, very good, Bruce. I like to sometimes get the big ultimate there with the pancakes on the side. Yeah, I mean, you can study and train and learn to be anything, but guys, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, it's going to eat at you your whole life. I've had jobs where I made $20 an hour. I've made jobs that I've made over 100 an hour, and if you don't like them, they eat at you. Well, very good, man. You stay safe out there. How is the weather outlook? Any storms a brewing anywhere? All the neighbors are waking up and slamming doors. Almost time to get out and about. Leonidas, that's the most thing with when you're buying, say, products from a store or online. It's getting a little chillier out there, I would think. When you're buying products and stuff like that, you got to remember that most of these products are built in a factory. Engineers designed this stuff. And I would say 50% of the time, besides testing, that whoever builds or makes the product that you're buying has never even used it. So put together from a engineering standpoint, and you buy stuff and you're like, oh, that looks pretty cool. You try it one time for what it's meant to be and it doesn't work, or you automatically see many ways that it could be better. So, all right, good man. Well, we tried to keep it. The rarer the better, man. Appreciate you coming in. Like, subscribe. You get a chance, watch some of the videos. I don't get on the water as much as I used to, but we do walk some trails, so you have a good day and be safe. DeWalt, baby. I mean, I got nothing against all the others. I've been a DeWalt guy. I used to be a Craftsman. Espic hammers, DeWalt power tools, steel chainsaws, but I've used them all. A lot of times starting out, just whatever had the best price on it is what I bought. Some things last longer than others, but everything will last if it's taken care of. Several falls, slides, hurt my back many a times carrying too much crap. Other than the body's naturally given up, that's about it. Oh, it's better. Keeping active on that weight set, man. Stay healthy, live long. We have a fog advisory in effect here. But if you're much younger, only advice I can give you is take care of it then, man. Wait until you're half a century old, then trying to get back to where you was is not the correct way to do it. Stay there. Yep, that's like I just said, take care of yourself, man. Don't overdo it. You may be able to lift 200 pounds in one shot, but 4 trips at 50 is going to be so much better on you in the long run. And you're probably not noticing it right now, but it will come back. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Say hello. And it will break down no matter how you treat it. You're going to get odor. Again, that would be children. A never-ending project to try to get them to have a good life, be good to others. Sometimes I overdo it a little bit on try to get them to do things or see things my way. But the world's changing every day, man. Got to let them be themselves. Sometimes you just got to let them find out for themselves. I built my first house when I was 18 years old for my family. Was it because of the job? I mean, was it diabetes? Sometimes, I guess, being a truck driver is not the healthiest. That it is. I'm finding that out right now. I'm supposed to lay flat for the first week. Yep. I mean, I can't, explain things that made that occurrence happen, but I mean, we all have our struggles. You can be the healthiest kid in the gym and eat right and never smoke or drink, but something's going to take you out. We just got to try and play the cards we're dealt with and do the best we can with that. My youngest girl's grandpa was a truck driver, I think 35 years after getting out of the Air Force. Guy went from probably 172 pound to 315 in that truck driving span. So it took its toll and eventually took him out by the body breaking down. I do good. I mean, I'm not the greatest shape, but we're working on that. I just come through a surgery last week. Got taken care of a little problem that we had, but slow getting back. Try and stay in very active, still working, but on the outdoors, I'm do a lot of walking, a lot of in and out. Most of my driving I do is for travel and stuff like that, but we're hanging in there, man. It's a slow process. It's just not that it bothers me. It's just that I don't know. It's just the restriction, I guess. We've had no complications or problem with it, so it's just they told me lay flat for a week, no 5 pounds for the second week, and take the next 4 weeks of slowly returning to work. But boredom sets in. Things need to be done. Mentally, maybe it's a mental aspect. I don't know, but I know I need to be there for some things, and I got to make it happen. I retired twice. Once from the military, once from factory work. Another 4 years, and I'll retire from my current job. 3 years, 8 months, 14 days, something like that. I've got it counting down. Not a problem, man. I did it for everyone. So far, so good. They showed me new places, took me everywhere, taught me a lot, I guess. Gave me money when I needed money. Yep, I don't regret it one bit. something I think everybody should get a little bit of. I mean, it's not meant for everybody, but people think that you got to go in and go straight to a war, or you see too many movies on TV, but there's thousands and thousands of jobs for the military that some of them you can even do from home, and some people do. I mean, it's a big world. It's just not, hey, jump in, get a haircut. Yes, I had a lot of people that I served with were in Vietnam. I still have a lot of older generation friends, slowly leaving us, but it was a whole different world back then than it is now. You got people who fight wars in Afghanistan that sit in California. It's crazy. Good morning, Will. How you doing? And welcome in. Will, I love that moon picture. That's almost the same one that's on my computer channel right now. Screen. Is he still around? I got one camera. I got some pretty good pictures of the moon here the last couple full moons we've had. Well, thank you very much, my friend. We get out and do a little hiking, stargazing every once in a while. Tonight is hopefully a scheduled pit fire in the back, so we'll be on in about 14 hours from now. If we don't get out and do anything extra in the day, but we have a few reviews to do today. But yeah, appreciate you coming in, hang out for a while, ask questions, talk to everyone in the room. I always try to get everyone in the channel to subscribe to the other people in the channel, so everybody gets a boost on their subscribers if that's what they want. Don't cost you a penny. Since I got monetized, I know YouTube is asking people to join memberships and stuff, and you can chat on here for free. So if you decide to watch some videos, always comment, subscribe, leave a comment, and we can get you followed back. Tell me about your channel here. I'm looking at some of your pictures right now. You are from PA, I would take it. Welcome in, folks. Don't everybody else stop talking. Join us. Say hello to Will. Say hello to everybody. We come up to PA for my birthday about 2 years ago, maybe. I do, absolutely. I've been doing that a lot lately. I used to travel out and try to hit all the big state parks. We even come to Shahona, PA. Went up to Rodman's Pub there and tried out the oldest bowling alley in the United States. Our little town here is set pretty much in historical. Very cool, very cool. I went out to Can't remember the place now. They have the Storm Bowling Center training out there. I can't remember the name. Starts with a J. Been to Erie, PA. We like to travel the coastline there. Hershey, Pennsylvania. Yeah, check out the channel there. I don't know how far back, but you'll find it. Birthday, I think it's entitled Birthday Trip or something, where we went up to Shahona. Little train history there. I think it was Civil War. They had a train wreck. A lot of soldiers on the train got hurt, passed away. Welcome in, folks. Oh, that's cool. They're probably what would the closest place in Ohio you'd be close to? Oh, yeah. I watch a YouTuber from up in there. It's called oh, Outdoors with the Morgans. Yeah, Harrisburg has a lot of historical. Leonidas, are you still here, man? Don't give up. Just keep jumping in this chat. Have you subscribed yet to Will? Will, I just subscribed to you. I will leave you a comment on your bike and hike trail. Well, they don't talk much about it, which most people don't, Leonidas. So, kind of like any conflict, it's something different for everyone that's there. Will, are you doing any lives yet? Keep it rolling, guys. About 9 more minutes. Still chilly outside, 58 degrees, but we're going to get out there and do something. A new video came out last night, so talk about the good times. Sometimes you have these little talks, and just a reminder of if you're here, you still have a mission. Yeah, one of those things where you see him only when your eyes are closed, if you know what I mean. When it's been a while, all you have is one of the last images when you're around that person. So what you got 207 subscribers, Will. You got plenty. You only need 50 to do a live. $50 people is all you need to go live. Doop doop. That should be enabled on your phone, but well, I don't really know right now. I mean, work is trying to push that on us through video courses. I don't know. Like I say, you watch movies, and every movie about AI, things went wrong. Some very smart people say that it's a bad idea. Some other smart people say it's a good idea. So, I mean, it's used every day in your workplace. It ain't all about robots taking over for you, but I don't like it as far as internet purposes. They already tell you nowadays that every smart TV you buy or computer or cell phone tracks you, follows you whether you want to or not. Google's just as bad for that. You watch a video or something and then you get 100 more videos on that same topic, like the algorithm, if they try to push it out to you. Somebody's making money off of it somewhere. Well, I appreciate that, Will. Appreciate that a lot. Drop a comment in there and say, hey, tell them Will sent me. And I can do the same. Oh, I know the coffee is not coming fast enough. Give me 1 second, sir. Oh. welcome in, folks. We're up to 10, so somebody's sneaking in the background. The Mortar Battalion. Will, did you spend? I didn't. I asked you earlier. Was your dad still alive? A lot of people just now, man. They just keep it inside. They don't talk about it. Kind of like me. But that's with everything, not just. Well, I hope you got to listen to a lot of good stories. I think my parents have been gone for almost 16 years themselves. I don't know. It's behind us now. I mean, a lot of things are a complete waste of time, but we do not get into those topics, so always confusion, always conflict, always one way or another. Yep, I know what you mean there. I lost a sister a couple of years ago. There you go. Good man. We used to get kid after kid in here who tried to, I mean, they want to build their channels, of course. You know, they come in and try and grab other people from you, and which is good. Plenty of people out there to share, guys. You don't have to stay stuck on one channel, but they always wanted to learn me how to play games, wanted me to do this, do that. And I said, well, introduce them to those grandkids of mine who stay online 24/7. But my day, you got to play Pac-Man at a gas station. That was about it. Well, we appreciate that too, my friend. Keep him in your thoughts, man. Yeah, if you sit back and think about it, how many lives have come and gone since then, and how many in your lifetime? And worst thing I do is, I sit around and think like when I graduated high school, there was maybe 240 of us. How many of those people are already gone? We don't get any younger, guys. Will, you got your first job in 94. I had been out of high school for 11 years already. 29 years old. Crazy. I had 4 children by then. Well, fellas, we have reached that 1 hour mark here, so I'm thinking about jumping off here and probably frying up a half a dozen eggs. Well, that's what we're here for, man. If you got friends out there, get them in here to join us. Like I say, we'll be back in about 13 hours. We'll have another good little chat outside by the fire. So like and subscribe, please. Share us out. Always leave comments. Anything you watch, short, video, everything helps the algorithm. Will, if you're still with us, I want you to have a good day too, and you guys should subscribe to each other also. Go back through the chat and follow everyone that come into the room. Give them a week. If they don't follow you back, you can always unfollow. Give people a chance out there. Some of them will surprise you. Okay, then about it will be what? 8 a.m. in the morning. That's when the fire will be going on at your house. Thursday morning, if you got nothing to do, join us. You are 14 hours. Is this Wednesday night already for you? I think everybody's ahead of us. Man, if there was a way you could give me the lottery numbers for tonight, I'd appreciate that. But I know it don't work that. It's just a little joke I put out there, but if it only worked that way, I'd make friends at 12 hours away and we'd all be rich. All right, guys, appreciate you hanging out. So you have a good day and we'll see you soon.